Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Philip Shaibu signaling the beginning of the end for Adams Oshomole as he is ready to fight to the end. Don't forget, Philip Shaibu, according to the alleged information we got, was placed to become Obaseki's deputy governor with a view to keep an eye on Obaseki. But guess what? They paired them together during the governorship election. They came together and they started working. And guess what? Philip Shaibu found a best friend when him and Obaseki began to share ideas and began to look at things on improving Edo State. The man just, both of them just gel and, are working together tirelessly to make Edo State a better state, putting up investment program. And the very persons that merged him with Obaseki, all in a bid to, be monitoring, checkmating Obaseki, found out that Philip Shaibu also was a man like Obaseki. Philip Shaibu was also a man like Baseki who wants development, who wants Edo State to move forward. Apparently, the thing did not work. Anyway, let's get to the news and get the details in full. Now, Philip Shaibu is sending a message to Adams Oshomole saying, know what, I'm ready to fight to the end. I am ready. This is the beginning of the end for Oshomole. Anyway, let's get the details in full. Shaibu signaled the beginning of the end for Oshomole as he's ready to fight till the end. Shaibu, the deputy governor of Edo State, as the battle over who gets the APC party ticket for the September 11 gubernatorial election continues in Edo State. Both the candidates have continued to strategize by building formidable forces that will help them in the primaries. The former governor of the state and the current national chairman of the party, Adams Oshomole, who is perceived to be indirectly a candidate, yes, a candidate in the forthcoming primaries, considering his disposition to ensure that Obaseki never gets the party's ticket by making move that will ensure that he takes his own pound of flesh from Obaseki, thereby pushing him to the failed coup against him. The interesting thing is that Oshomole's strong feathers have been removed by Obaseki, as most of the loyalists he was depending on have not been penetrated and he has not won them to himself. The secretary to the state government, Barrister Osario Dion Oga, the deputy governor Philip Shaibu, Charles Idahosa, John Oyegon, and others supporters of Oshomole who were his once upon a time trusted loyalists have now decided to follow the path of truth by switching alliance and pitching tent with their new boss, Obaseki. In fact, there are now the narrow heads of Obaseki's movement, which is now gaining momentum, more popularity in the state ahead of the primaries. At this junction, only time will tell who gains the upper hand at the end of this Cold War. The war continues as Godwin Obaseki has even indicted the person of Oshomole's administration of some irregularity while he was in office and is taking it to the courts. Well, my people, you have heard it all. Philip Shaibu, some other persons that, when this government was constituted, a party will come together and say, okay, so when we are going for this person is flagging us flagging us for the primaries. You are staying as the governor. This will be your deputy. This will be your secretary and all that. So these are all people that were once very loyal to Adams Oshomole, because at that time there was love and unity, true love and unity between Obaseki and Oshomole and in the party APC as a whole. there was oneness. And at this time, these were people that were loyal to Oshomole. And so when the fights between, all these issues between Oshomole and Obaseki started, Adams Oshomole was expecting that these people whom, the party, then he was the governor of the state and as now the national chairman, people he has relations with will stay with him, will stand by him against Godwin Obaseki. Rather, they have pitched their tent with Godwin Obaseki and are now on the side of Obaseki and advocating for him to get a party's ticket to get a second tenure in Edo State as the governor. So these are some of the things that are going on. Philip Shaibu, as we heard, if I'm correct, is from the same hometown with the person of Adams Oshomole, and it's supposed to be on Oshomole's side, if you get what I mean. But apparently, he has decided to stick with Obaseki, and both of them are working together tirelessly to ensure that not only does Obaseki get the second ticket, but that projects and things being done for Edo State come to see the light, and people of Edo State enjoy good governance. They are working hand in hand to make sure that Edo State is transformed, renewed, and move forward. These are some of the things that they are doing at the moment. The people of Edo State, some are also fractionized. Some want Obaseki to come back. Some feels Obaseki has betrayed Oshomole, and Oshomole is a great man, and as such, Obaseki has no reason to come back. But you are the one on ground. You are the one who goes to the polls to vote. You are the one who the development of Edo State affects. Do you think that Godwin Obaseki deserves to come back? It's not about APC or PDP or WPP or whatever the party is. No, it's about good governance, someone who loves the people of Edo State, someone who is ready to contribute to work to make sure that the state is transformed, sees a new light, and then things get better, and there is good education, infrastructures, that there is a system in place that makes the state to work, in the sense that, for instance, education, we have higher institutions, those that, wants to go into teacher training, one of the program coming into Edo State now is the College of Education. They can get in there easily, because when you have such higher institution in your state, it's easier for people who wants to study rather than going too far or thinking about the cost of transportation and insecurity even in our country. You just go to the one that is close to home, nearby. You can even go to school from home without staying in the hostel if that is convenient. So these are some of the things we are looking at. And also, I think one of the things that Gordon Obaseki has done is also implementing payments of some tariff that come from like transportation people, and some money being paid that were being collected before by hand. You go to the bank, you pay, then you come to the secretariat and show your receipts. In such doing, the revenue of the state has increased. So the state has so much revenue coming in for them to be able to work for the people, to put into roads, to put into school, whatever that money for the state is meant for. So these are things that will move the state forward. But guess what? In the process, Obaseki has offended some people, in the sense that this one na their chop. They go office in the morning. People will pay them cash at hand. They work, for instance, say 1 million a day. They keep 800,000 and present 200,000 to the state. So at the end of the day, at the end of the month, take for instance, the state gets say 600,000. Why they get 40 million in their account? So these are some of the irregularities that Obaseki has been able to put in place, and those people are angry with him for taking food away from their table. Some of people that were not honest. But again, as Obaseki being your governor, if not, it's time to vote him out and pick a candidate that you think will move your state and will move the people and will impact the life of the common man in Edo State. But if you think Obaseki is on the right track, is doing good things for the state, and the state is being affected positively, and the life of people are truly changed and impacted, then it's time to stand by truth. The side of truth may not always look attractive, but guess what? Truth always wins at the end of the day. Truth cannot be covered. It's like a shining light on its own. If you cover it, even if you try to cover it, it's only a matter of time. You begin to see the glow and the penetration of the light from wherever you have hid it. That's what happens. Anyway, my people, now the matter be this. Don't forget to thumbs up for us, like and share. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. We are here to keep you up to date with all that is going on in Nigeria and around the world. I want to say a big thank you at this time of COVID-19. Please look after yourself, your family, and your loved ones. God bless. Bye for now.